Did you see any difference? Because again, conventional people keep talking about that there is a particular type of audience you find on Facebook and a particular type you would find on Instagram, right? Yeah. Now, in your case, when you had this discovery on Facebook, did you see that myth is true?
Yes, correct. Because the same kind of content when we publish on Instagram, let us say not this video, but then we have seen across multiple times, it doesn't fare well. And when the same kind of content, let us say if I upload on Facebook, obviously there are some rules that we follow, like videos will obviously have a greater engagement, images will have a greater engagement on Instagram. But even knowing that, let us say there are some creatives which we are applicable to both the platforms, but still the engagement is far different. And therefore it is like probably then we based upon these learnings, we decided it should be very platform centric, because we over the period of time we have asked viewers, this is on Facebook, we say we are also on Instagram, so please follow us. And on there is always a
cross-platform promotion that you're doing.
Cross-platform promotion, but obviously the audience intersection is quite lower, and therefore there are two different audiences, and hence the kind of creative that we put on Facebook, we always tweak it, change it multiple times to the extent like it completely gets changed. For example, if this is the video, then probably we'll just keep the zest of it, but we will make into a poll kind of thing. We'll ask on Instagram, do we agree? How is it? Like
okay. So the engagement is over very different kind over there. Where here probably you're keeping it to watching and people might be commenting. Wherein there you would probably create some kind of prodding for a better or deeper engagement, right?
Deeper engagement.
So I'm now curious if you would oblige us with some interesting thing that you have done on Instagram as well.
Instagram, let me check. So basically what happened on this Monday, there was news that IPL is not going to happen. And which only means that, and it was, the news wasn't that IPL is going to get suspended on as of Monday, right? It was just about cancellation of match. So then we were everyone were so curious that, okay, and it is a normal trend. Like if match is not happening, then, serials will grow. And therefore the whole, marketing team is like on this thing of target ki aaj, we have to promote all these things because we will have a X percentage of gain. That is a given thing over the years. So this is one of the memes that we had created. So where, a housewife is like, now she's, before this Monday, the data was like, it was a male skewed audience where, remote was being, controlled by the male the male who was running the family. And because of that, the kids and housewife also used to watch match. So now through this meme, what we made is she is sitting on this throne, and now she is like, ab dekhte hain who is going to take remote from me.
So the power is back to her.
Yes, power is back to her. And of course, the engagement on Instagram is less, but then this was watched by all the actors, and I have one of these clips where the main actors of the show. So now this creative was even picked by some of the actors, obviously the lead actors, and these are the, she's one of the actors who works in the serial Gum Hai Kisi Ke Pyar Mein, and then it is kind of a recognition, right? And even the actors, and then just because the actors and this is the actor, and just because the actor has picked it now, hence it went viral. Obviously, it did not went viral because we had posted, because our reach is less, but the acknowledgement from actors and because their reach, the creative then became famous.
Right. Interesting. And for a very new portal to have this kind of engagement is encouraging for sure. Yeah. Okay. So that's really good that your content itself is creating engagement. And I'm sure that you probably would also see a lot of traffic coming in from social media to your website, right?
Correct.
What proportion of your traffic would be, coming from social? Any?
Almost like, 75 to 80% comes from social.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is not like a independent brand or a kind of thing where you will just directly voluntarily search Serials Ki Dunia website.
Right.
Not like nobody does that.
So
Even
organic search probably is not a place.
Is very less.
And at this stage of your business, you are not looking at investing in paid search as well, because
Correct.
monetization is not what is the agenda for you at this point of time.
Correct.
Social is playing a big role, and that's
social is actually playing a big role
for you. So have you been trying to promote through paid marketing on social as well? Because
yes,
the two examples that you shared with us were pretty interesting. They are inspiring as well for anyone who is looking at taking the first step, I'm sure. And there are many of them like that. But the point is, these are great organic content that have created kind of engagement for you. But have you tried out paid promotion on social as well?
Yes. Long back, 2-3 months back, when we had just started this, 3 months back or so, when we had just started this on Facebook, we tried a normal boost on Instagram as well. Okay. Right? And even websites we had tried to promote. But over the period of time, of course, one time paid marketing gives us that boost kind of thing. It helps to recruit. But obviously, and it should be frequent enough so that otherwise what happens is we have this learning ki one time reach will come and then it will fall drastically, and then it is not that people who have watched this one time, clicked on your website or clicked on your post and watch your handle on Facebook or Insta, they will remember it. They won't, obviously. They won't have that recall and they are not going to sample it again until and unless they have got converted. So, based upon this, we had ki until and unless you really have something big to promote, only then we'll go for paid. Otherwise, for this one-time hike, reach hike, it is of very less use. Otherwise, the reach remains the same, and then we come to the same operating level.
Mm-hmm. So do you also plan to create a channel on YouTube for this?
Yes, but there are people who create their own content. YouTube is all for them. For example, a channel like Sony has 100 million followers on YouTube. So it is the highest for any channel on TV to have this kind of subscription base. This is only because they have a variety of content where, you give out all the bites, 10-second bites, 1 minute, 5 minute, 20-minute clips and all. As of now, we don't produce the content explicitly. It is more of whatever is been produced, create a nostalgia by creating this, stitching the episodes.
So you curate it.
Curate everything like this, right? And of course, some of the competition websites do have their own YouTube, handles and all. But it is more of, taking interviews, get these bites and more of that. Currently, we tackle this and cater this through our two platforms only, and there is no much as of need for a YouTube platform, because then this will require a dedicated force team to carry on this, anchor all this.
But the other thing that is making me curious again to ask another aspect, because a lot of creators, especially, right, also worry a lot around copyright.
Correct.
Right. So as you said that you're a curator of content, right? So what would be your advice for someone who is looking at curation? Because there are original producers of content. That's one kind of content that one can create. But the issue comes with curation, right? So how do you manage copyrights? Because as you said, that Facebook content that you created, which had got more than 18,000, engagement on Facebook, the content was stitched together from copyrighted elements across, right? So how do you go around that?
So whenever we do that, we see to it, first of all, it is always, acknowledge that from where we have picked it up. It is not like we say, this is our proprietary or this is our copyright. Only the effort of creatively doing this has been our part. But the original content, of course, belongs to this channel. So there is always this acknowledgement. given much before uploading, saying that this is because of this XY channel from XYZ show. And then we also mark those or tag those entities, actors or channels or whatever, so that they are also aware ki, this is what we are doing. And till now, it has only helped them because, it only helps, shows to add more volume of chatter, to add more fan following, and to give an extra reach. So until and unless, you are bound, and that, you are not doing something that you call it as this is your own, proprietary, or this is my own content, you give the proper acknowledgement to whosoever.
So fair use. So you mean to say a fair use is helping you to put across, and in a way you tag them. Well, so where it is helping them to gain more, like the Insta example you put across, where the cancellation of IPL obviously is serials gain, and the actors were very happy to have a content of that kind. But how do you manage content which is curated when you are criticizing it, and probably the criticism is not very palatable for probably the producers or the creators?
Correct. Yeah. So when we plan to do this kind of stuff in terms of memes or blogs or any kind of content, we first see to it that whether it goes with the mood of nation. So are viewers really feeling like this? Only then it makes sense. Otherwise, it should not be a subject to. Like 5 people say, no, I go with this. 5 people say, no, this is weird. Like, I don't agree this at all. So it is only when a significant part of your fan base follows or starts believing that, only then we put out that content, because first of all, it should not hurt the sentiment. Otherwise, there will be two different, armies of fans which will fight among each others.
Right.
And we really don't want to have that. So, and now, since fans are already aligned with this kind of emotion, then it makes sense more for us give away this kind of message saying that this is what is happening in this show, or this is what the people are feeling. And then it is all viewers way of thinking, and it is only a kind of a feedback to the maker saying that this is what everyone is feeling now. There is nothing to.
So it's a representation of the viewer's mood. That's how you would look at it. Okay, interesting. So currently you are covering only the Hindi serials, right?
Correct.
Any plans of going beyond Hindi?
Since the domain itself is of serials, but we thought that we will go into regional, but very popular regional only. Why? Because still, the main markets continue to be Hindi-speaking markets only. So then, of course, there are many, for example, like Asianet has a vast kind of viewership in South. Like in South, the TV penetration is more than 90%. People are glued to their TVs throughout the day. However, at an India level, the viewership is quite insignificant. So it is more, Hindi continues to have a significant amount of, total variation. So probably, since the main states are UP, Maharashtra and all, we may plan to have, Marathi shows going forward. Yeah, but
you first like to consolidate the Hindi-speaking markets and the Hindi serials, not create your fan base and things like that. Great, Yogesh. So it was really fascinating to see the kind of steps that you've taken. And I believe only 2-3 months that you have put it into it. And what's your average, monthly traffic on your site?
Monthly traffic is like, if you compare to the competition, is quite less. But we have just started, and it is around like 5K and 5,000, like 5,000 kind of.
5,000, right? So that's pretty good. That's a good start, right? And we really wish that you would grow farther. Serials ki dunya, we hope, will become a dunya that everyone who watches serial, especially the Hindi serials, would like to visit. And thanks a lot for sharing your perspective and your experience as you made your first move. So those of you who are watching, please do subscribe Careers of Future, and do ask more questions to Yogesh as you watch this video. because that would probably be a very interesting way for us to find how those who are coming new on digital and starting something get more inspirational bites. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Bye.